The Senate Public Accounts Committee has uncovered alleged forgery of signatures in the payment of over 208 million to the beneficiaries of a zonal skill acquisition program organized by the Ministry of Labour. In the ongoing probe of more than 200 government agencies that benefited from the votes 5 trillion between 2017 to 2021, the committee discovered that few persons signed for all the participants in the 6 geopolitical zones to collect their stipends. Jide, what's this about?
Across the 6 geopolitical zones, the Ministry of Labour organized a skill acquisition scheme across the 6 geopolitical zones. And participants were paid 208 million in all. But what the senators discovered was that this whole money was released in cash. Mm-hmm. Transfers were not done electronically to these people. That in itself contravenes the law. You can't pay out this kind of money, humongous sum of money like this, without going through the banking system. You've got to either go through the banking system or use a banking instrument. They didn't do that. They paid cash. It's on record that it was cash that they paid. Now, in trying to scrutinize the list of people that they submitted, that they claimed were beneficiaries of the scheme and got paid stipends, they discovered that other people signed for those people. In some cases, you just see the name of a person written where he's supposed to sign. Where you are supposed to, the column for signing your name, you just write name there. Your name, full name is not the same thing as signature. It's signature that they asked for there. Now, they were also supposed to provide phone numbers so that in the course of their investigation, they can actually call those people and ask, how much were you paid? They did not attach phone numbers. This whole transaction, if I can call it transaction, also, they did not also bring the Auditor General's office into the picture. And you are paying now this kind of money. So they know what they are doing. When you pay cash, it's a lot difficult to trace. So what these guys, what the senators are saying is that they are not convinced that all of these people were actually paid the monies that they claim that they paid them. So 35 million was paid as stipends to participants in each of the geopolitical zones, except the Southeast. You know, the Southeast with their 5 states, they paid them 32 million. But even if it is 1 naira that you are paying out, you've got to provide proof that indeed that money got to the beneficiary. Yeah. And this is what happens in our country all the time. You set up something for the poorest of the poor. It is still the rich people that will come and corner it. The people for which it is meant, they will never benefit from it. Look at the Anchor Borrowers Program. Look at the Anchor Borrowers Program that the CBN continues to stand on rooftops making noise about. Many of the people who benefited from Anchor Borrowers Program are fake.
And not the targeted.
They set up fake cooperatives just to access the money. The other day, the CBN governor was complaining that these people were not paying back. How can they pay back? They don't have a farm.
When they don't exist.
They don't have a farm. They don't exist. They've used the money. They set up phony cooperatives just for the purpose of accessing the money. And the ordinary farmer who needs that money the most, they will be asking them to bring bribes, this and that. It's the same thing with a lot of government programs designed to help the poor. The people don't need help. They are the ones who will go there, corner the money. We come up with intervention funds here and there. The people don't need the money. They are the ones who will get the intervention fund. I always talk about what happened in the aviation sector when they came up with that intervention fund.
Bailouts.
We could have helped. We could have saved Chachangi, for example. Chachangi was at one point the market leader in the aviation sector in our country. Then he started having problems. He needed help. He didn't get it. It was Jimo Ibrahim who could not compare to Chachangi with his own airline at that time. It was Jimo Ibrahim that got it. Man, no man.
Yes.
Is what is killing our country. I know you. This money is coming. You help me to facilitate receipt of the money. Those who need it more than me, who will actually make good things happen by accessing it, they will never get it. So this is where we are.
GKB.
It's correct. Just like I was saying somebody over the weekend, when all these Naira notes were coming out, from wherever they're hiding them. And I was thinking that who in his right mind will keep money, such money somewhere where you have no access? Where there are people that this money will save their lives. In hospitals, in schools, people cannot pay.
Can't pay school fees.
And somebody will now keep millions of naira.
Until it rots away.
Until it rots away. And then the cherry on the cake for me was the fact that it's very difficult to get new notes out of our banks. Yeah, those who go to parties to sell these notes always have the latest notes. Yes, you can even see the signature. And then where do they get it from?
This part of corruption.
Serious.
They pay those guys money and they will release it.
Yeah, the lady told me that to do this, I think they are 3,000 per 10,000. And they will give her about 100,000 or 200,000. So somebody in the bank, according to her, because that's what she told me, will be collecting about 500,000 or 3 million just to provide brand new notes. And that's corruption at its rawest.
Those new notes are supposed to be even fed into the
ATM.
So that it's easy to dispense and all that.
Yes.
Even to get 100 naira is even now more expensive than to get 500 naira notes. It is that bad. So when you are talking about government agencies, I think they are created mainly to siphon our money. And we cannot really pretend. My position has always been clear. The federal government does not have any business in intervention. This will be handled by the local governments who know each other. But you and I know that the man who is supposed to intervene on behalf of Lagos is probably somebody coming from Yobe. Somebody is supposed to intervene in Enugu is probably coming from Lagos. So at the end of the day, he has no business because he doesn't know those people. He doesn't know their problem. It's just a middleman.
To go.
So just take the money, look for his friends, and then do what he has to do.